all, let me welcome you to the channel, and more specifically to our series in Datolite. Today we're exploring Quincy Mine Datolite, and we're going to take kind of a deep dive into Quincy Mine, explore where it's at, how to get there, really go over a little bit of the history of the Quincy Mine. It was an enormous producer of copper, and it produced over 1 billion pounds of copper, which is just hard to wrap your mind around the volume of copper that came out of the mine. And to do that, they had to move a lot of material. And with that material came a lot of datolite as well, because the mine, along with copper, had a lot of datolite in it. And so it's been a real popular place to collect datolite throughout the years and the decades that have passed. Quincy Mine has become quite a tourist attraction. It's one of the stops you can make along 41 just after you cross through Houghton and Hancock, and it's at the top of the hill. It's pretty well known. It's the Quincy Mine Hoist. It's this great big tall structure that they would use to haul or to pull the ore out of the shaft. And so you can go and visit this thing. It's really cool to go to. It's just a great experience. Plenty of parking. Because my collection of Quincy Mine Datolite is not very extensive, I reached out to a couple of friends of mine. Chris Cooper was more than willing to share a lot of the pictures and some videos that he has of some great Quincy Mine Datolite. So we're going to examine that as well as we move forward. And the best way to do that is to hit the computer. We're going to go together to the Quincy Mine on the computer. That'll get us kind of if you're unfamiliar with how to get there, that'll get you there. And then we can sort of experience the Quincy Mine together from there. All right, we're back at the computer. I'm going to do my best here to show you where the Quincy Mine is at. And it's pretty easy to find. If you just find Houghton Hancock in the Keweenaw Peninsula, you zoom in here, just go across this. It's a really cool bridge to cross if you've never been there. But anyway, you'll take this route kind of around. You got to go through the town, and then it kind of winds up the hill along 41. And just as you're getting to the top of the hill, you'll see the Quincy Mine, and it's really hard to miss. It's a major attraction for the area, and there's a lot of historical buildings, and it's been really well preserved. So we're going to zoom in on the Quincy Mine itself. And so right away you're starting to see a lot of these little landmarks pop up. Like down here we've got Quincy Mining Company Shaft 7. Here we've got Quincy Mine number 4 Hoist House, Quincy Mining Company Shaft number 4. And for all of you datolite lovers out there, you're pretty well aware that when you label where a piece of datolite comes from, you're referring to these particular locations at a given mine. And so that's a really neat part about Quincy Mine is it's really well labeled and identified as far as like where you found different datolites and where they came from. So if I come up here, this is more towards we'll just call it the north end. There's Quincy Mine shaft number 6 right up here. This is an area that's well known for really, really brilliant colors in datolite, with colors being yellow and bright red and orange. However, this is not a site where you can go and collect. It's pretty well off limits to collecting, as far as I know, but just wanted to make mention that's where a lot of those bright colored datolites had come from. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to swing down here and take a look at the mine hoist from the street view. And I do that just by clicking on the street view I want to look at. And I'm just going to swing around to the mine hoist here. This will be the main, it's the Quincy Mine office. It's more like a tourist shop. It's kind of where you would sign in for like a mine tour. And then if I come around this way, this is the magnificent Quincy Mine hoist itself, and Google has a really great street view of this. It really is impressive. And also to get inside it, it's equally as impressive. There's just so much history, and a lot of the components have been preserved just like they were used during the time the mine was in operation. Also, here's some pictures of some of the ruins that are left over from the mining days. There's some old equipment, looks like some engine parts and different things they used to mine copper. Quincy mine is definitely one of the mines in the Keweenaw that produced probably some of the best Datolite specimens that we have today. And it'll probably still continue to be probably one of the best producing Datolite locations ever. So the best way to be able to collect in Quincy is definitely to maybe hook up with a local rock club, because I'm not aware that they allow collecting anywhere on the property unless you're with a club or are with some sort of organization. If the Quincy mine isn't open to the general public to just go collecting anytime, we can still appreciate the mine for it producing some of the best specimens of Datolite that we have today. And just the color range that comes from that mine, and just the beauty of the pieces that we can appreciate today. It's really something to behold when you see some of the Datolite that's come from the Quincy mine. And we're going to take a look right now at some of the pieces that I have, and also some of the photos that have been sent in to me for this video. The Datolite that's come from the Quincy mine and its contribution to Datolite collecting in general has been substantial. The pieces that display the color from the Quincy are really second to none. And we're going to take a look right now at some of the pieces that I have from Quincy mine and some of the characteristics that you can expect to see from a Quincy mine Datolite. So here in front of me I've got a couple of Datolite nodules that have been cut in half, and we'll start with those right now. So let's just start with this bigger nodule. This is an absolutely brilliant piece that you can definitely see that there's some pink in the middle of this Datolite nodule, and that pink is caused by little microscopic copper inclusions. And if I flip this over, the thing about Quincy mine Datolite a lot of times is you'll see the clue that it's Datolite on the outside edge. So I'll just set this one down for now. And so on the outside edge, you'll see, a lot of times you'll see this clue on the outside of Datolite from this area. And it's just because it was chipped away. And another reason is it was a conglomerate, mostly a conglomerate type mine where they crushed up all of the basalt. And so a lot of times there just wasn't a lot left of the nodule when it got crushed, or a lot of times it got chipped or broken in the mining process. So let's take a look at this next one here. This one actually has a lot more color in it. And so you can kind of see that porcelainous type sheen on the polished edge of it. And you can definitely see this piece has a lot more color in it than this other piece. So it's more saturated with those little microscopic inclusions of copper. So I'm going to move on to this piece right here. This is from the shaft number 6 towards the north end of the mine. And what's really neat about this particular Datolite from that part of the mine, it's also known as the Mesnard mine, is it's got the color to it that's very yellow. And what that's caused from is small manganese inclusions that has replaced part of the crystal structure inside Datolite. And so what you get is this fantastic yellow color in the nodule. And then this one also came from the same area towards the north end of the Quincy, but this one has a little bit of both. So what you're seeing is you've got quite a bit of the yellow color in this nodule caused from the manganese inclusions, and then you've also got some red or pink which is caused from the microscopic copper inclusions. So another reason why datolite from this area is so highly sought after is because of that mix between yellow and red or pink. We're just going to take a look at this cabochon that I have made out of datolite from the north end of the Quincy mine. And this is special just because it's got just that mix between the manganese yellow and the pink caused from the small microscopic copper inclusions, giving it that yellowish pinkish color. And this has been shaped into a cabochon and really is quite a special and unique piece. I've got this sticky note that I can stick this to get you a better idea of the color against a white background. And so it's just a really terrific piece of datolite, and you can kind of see why people like it for jewelry. It's just very, very attractive, and it takes a really, really nice polish. Well, I'm truly honored that you're part of this channel, and I really do hope you enjoyed this segment on Quincy Mine Datolite. It's just a really, really amazing place that produced an amazing array of colors in datolite, and it really made a contribution to our hobby in collecting datolite. And there's just a lot of great pieces that have come from that mine. And so we're just going to continue moving forward, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And if you don't want to miss any of the videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when we make our next video on datolite. Until next time, be well, God bless. We'll see you then.